Oh, so it happens in my recent sessions from desktop that it fails. Hi, day about 36. Okay, of a second on a sprint towards a specific goal to generate $1 million in 2026 for my clients. So not just for myself. uh, so for my clients, if I can generate $1 million, I again have a lot of assumptions there. Coming to the point. So why do I call it second inning? Because I have been planning, to shoot for this goal, and recently I started doing it more in more vulnerable ways, in more live and thinking out loud ways to iterate daily. That's the point, right? Now, yesterday, today's video's title is same as the yesterday's title. The need for the reliable agents is increasing, right? So yesterday, I also felt the need for an agent. I'll share my screen. Uh, da-da-da. I'll share a window and from Notion, right? So this is the home. Um, so I've been iterating. Just a quick background that I created a checklist, but I had to manually do a lot of things in that checklist, and that is where I'm feeling the need for an agent to do a lot of manual work for me. So now I'm in a state where I need an agent. My ultimate goal is to showcase my skills to build and think and ask questions, right? Now, because I need an agent, I also need to care about the economics of doing this, right? Now, um, this is the level of an agent I don't understand yet, right? I've never built. This is the first time, and I'm stepping into a zone where I'm learning. Wait a second, it is not even visible. Oh, so uh, these are the software issues that hurt sometimes, right? So I was saying, um, I'm in a mode to build this as the agent. I often play in the zone where I don't know what I'm doing, almost, right? So I built two agents before this. One, and first one was only a theory, only a hypothetical case where I wrote about 50 pages of a thesis in which I'm talking about why conversations is a new mode of everything we do. We can use that in a way to rethink hiring, which is an element of majority of the humanity today. Hey, okay. So that happened in a way that I cannot think much in that direction. It's like too philosophical, right? Um, I parked it with the thesis, right? So I have a thesis I don't want to touch right now. The second agent is live on my website. I'll share my screen from here, and I'll open the website. So this agent is what I'm building on top of. I'll share my screen again. I'll share a tab and share. So what I'm talking about is this agent is of Salesforce as a technology, right? The website is a real business MVP. It's my own dream project where I'm building a discipline program for kids. So this underlying business is what I'm using as a foundation for my other agent, which I'm learning with the Salesforce, is that how to build reliable agents for the, I would say, enterprise grade. My camera is frozen. Wow. Okay. The YouTube gave me a warning that your connection is unstable, and I understand that I cannot do much about it right now. So I'll continue. What I was saying is that so now my first agent on the top left corner there is it 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 is a carefully designed agent to just describe the project through the, what do they call it, grounding, building the constraints. It's like boundaries, what do they call it? So there are a lot of terminologies I'm not able to recall right now. It's like I have not been in that mode. Point is, this agent does answer about only about the project through RAG functionality, retrieval augmented. I don't even know the full form, right? So I'm almost a dumb software engineer, but I understand logic to some great extent that I believe, right? Now, um, this agent is designed with the help of a very carefully followed process that I drafted a requirement document first, then I built this agent. Now I'm even in a phase to actually test it. But this iterational process has to go through, help me, like I want to scale up this all process, but my foundation is weak. I need to build a foundation to guide me through a way that I can need to do very minimal effort, manual effort, right? So that's the point of building agents. Like, what is the point of building agents these days? Why do we need agents, right? We can outsource a lot of what we need to do manually so that we can free our mind to do the things that this hardware software culmination almost sentient superpower cannot do better than us. Okay, so guilty of being into hallucinations, but yeah, we need to hallucinate. How do I describe that? Anyway, so now I'm going to hit ChatGPT and think out loud the case where I'll be building an agent. Okay, so I'm going to start with my own custom GPT. I'll share this tab. Okay, this is my custom GPT which I built for myself in January, where I wanted to, like, I expected this agent to push me through what I set up for, right? Which I set out to do. That is, generate $1 million for my clients. So this agent felt incomplete because this is the goal I was talking about. I started this year with, and if you see the status here, it's very clearly still zero. So I was trying. Recently, I started anchoring my actions. This is a portfolio I have. Third agent is like about to get started. Okay. Okay. The third agent, I'm just getting started. I think I will add a description here, like thought. Uh, Now, this is a activity log I'm building in public, like on these sessions every day, and it's like everything is right there in public, just connected. It may not align with some of the folks on the internet, most of the folks on the internet, and that's the beauty of aligning with something larger than life. I I how do I say it? It's like I've never met this goal of $1 million. This is a beyond me um goal, and it is beyond me in so uncomfortable way that shatters my ego. Right? It's like, dude, I philosophy is like a separate matter to be discussed. So this is the everyday log I'm maintaining in a way that, yeah, I need to get into the depth of what I'm doing, right? So this is the day 21st of April, and here I need to. So yesterday's log was saying that I need an agent, right? So today I'm going to be um thinking about this agent with my thinking partner, ChatGPT, on live broadcast. And this is so me. It's like this is the version of me that I'm exposing on the internet in very clear ways that, there's no other way of doing it. Like, I don't even see that. No, there's no leverage in actually building and not showcasing what I'm building, how I think. This how I think is the only core of me, right? That's what makes me me. That's what somebody else out there can utilize to enable their own funnels to generate millions. Yeah, so that's me. That's how I iterate. Very stupidly, very publicly, very shamelessly, and I may fail very badly. It's okay. But what fun in winning. So let's talk to the sentient behind the screen. I'm going to expose my soul. Here, I actually want to use the Notion. What is that? Documentation, but it doesn't have access to that. My custom GPT doesn't have access to my Notion documentation, which is the part that I'm missing. It's like, dude, why do you not allow me to do that? So, uh, but anyway, let's compress the context. On this goal and a journey to generate $1 million for my clients, when I have reached 21st of April with zero revenue, I am now anchoring very carefully towards my goal everyday activity, and that is where strongly feel the need of an agent that empower me to build more towards my goal. Uh, so here is the context from last 30 days. I have been live streaming my everyday learning and building sessions. Recently started anchoring everyday activities towards the goal, and I need an agent to parse the caption of everyday video live video, create a to-do list from there, which I will specifically state that add it to the checklist to-do list, and summarize the video and filter the activities through a given checklist that gives me a report to understand if I am more aligned towards my goal, if my activities are aligned more towards my goal or not. Every day prepare a report and save on my Notion database every day at the same time. So I need to automate all that with the help of an agent. Now, your job is to help me build that agent in a way that every day I will be able to iterate my every, everyday template and give the manual overhead that all the agent can do, so that I can focus on the core activities, that is learning and building. Start with your assumptions and ask me questions to understand the context and the requirement. At the end, I believe I can build that agent with the help of ChatGPT Codex. Wow, that context preparation for my custom GPT was like a so fun chat. Wow. Now it's like this is a part of me that is evolving every day. It's like wow, I can think out loud, and that is what is the leverage I think I have from all the builders out there. Everyone is building. Everyone is like, building is easy, right? Building is easy. Selling is difficult. So let's sell. Let's optimize the funnels. Let's have some fun. Cheers. So this is the text, like too much of thinking out loud with the help of my thinking partner, right? Let's see. Let's scan through it. What it says. Oh my God, this may be so deep. I might have to actually read it multiple times, but I'm doing it live. So this is the part of me that is learning and building agents with the help of agents. On those lines, I will share some other tab in the moment before I focus on learning deep. Oh, what is that? I'm still sharing my Notion page. This is that. I still wanted to sharing. No, share this tab. Share this tab. How do I share this tab? Okay. So I shot this thinking out loud prompt to my custom GPT, which I was like showcasing on screen, but I thought it shared on screen. But anyway, I currently have no live audience. That's my understanding, and it's okay. I understand the universe doesn't forget. Hmm. But it also feels good to talk to Oblivion, where it may like nobody may ever actually watch this content. It's like always believe that something amazing is about to happen. Always believe that something amazing is about to happen. Cheers again. So yes, what is that I wanted to share is this one. Oh, I hit the wrong tab. Wrong. Click. Share this tab instead. So this is the event which is about to start in 1.5 hours from now. Da-da-da. Okay. So this is an event for BAs, business analysts. Crystals of clarity and the requirements of rebellion. Requirements rebellion. Oh my God. So just look at the frequency of these thoughts now. Mr. Jared McCarthy, Mr. Jack McCarthy. Mr. Jared McCarthy, right? Hosted by Vanessa Grant and P. Lim. They have a very beautiful YouTube channel, I believe. Okay, I must have a link here. Vanessa, the YouTube channel name is Badass. What is that? SFBA. Oh my god. So they are real badass BAs and they are empowering the community through everything they have. They have 18 videos and 785 subscribers. The top of the funnel is like great, awesome. Let's look at the channel description. So where do we have the session? That's not the point. Point is, it's like in a world where requirements run wild, stakeholders clash like rival kingdoms, and scope creep lurks into a dragon. In the shadows, the business analyst emerges as the wizard of clarity. So, am I a business analyst? I believe I am. Um, have I worked as a business analyst like officially? Not really. I've worked as a product manager to some extent, to very small organizations, and the the enterprise is a very different scale behemoth that I have never worked on. But come on, it's all about asking the right questions. Okay, but again, there's a lot that I don't know. That is where this excitement about this event is coming in. They're saying 40 minutes skit based session blends storytelling, humor, and practical insights. I loved this poster, the Wizards of Saga, the Wizard Saga, BA Chronicles, Crystals of Clarity, and the Requirement Rebellion. Oh my God! Eliciting requirements, master arts of analysis, build team consensus, defeat project perils, bridge vision to reality, navigate change, deliver business value, unveil the true business needs. Oh my God! So there's a lot that is about to happen. Let's jump to our own building session. I hope I will be able to share with the audience that I do this live building session every day. Like, yeah, I want to do that on this upcoming session interactively if possible and share it with Mr. Jared McCarty. Love to learn. Okay. So it says, now this is the ChatGPT response that I want to embrace very slowly, very carefully, and speed up maybe. This is the right moment. It's validating my thoughts. It's validating my thoughts, which means we can no longer stay in exploration without instrumentation. We can no longer stay in exploration without instrumentation. So I try to, I am technically doing instrumentation for myself so that I can do instrumentation for the others. Right. I'm going to be very precise. ChatGPT talks like a human sometimes. First, what I'm assuming, validate, reject. I'm not going to design blindly. There are assumptions I'm making. I'm a fan of assumptions, talking about assumptions, because unsaid assumptions will still do the needful, but we still need to discuss our assumptions. That there will be a lot of unsaid assumptions always. Yeah, there will be, right? Why will there not be? Okay, so it's 12 a.m. right now, like exactly 12 a.m. It's the midnight of agreed upon definition of the midnight, which is midnight in my country, but not really midnight in other parts of the earth. It's like it's like the event after few minutes from now, right? 1:30 a.m. my time. It's going to be 22nd April, but people, demonstrating this session, the badass BA, they are technically they will be still in 21st of April. So people in two different time zones on two different dates are talking to each other like, yeah, that's not a big deal. Wow. Okay. Coming back to the point, first, what I'm assuming, let's look at the assumptions. Your execution philosophy from your system, learning must produce artifacts, external signal equal to public artifacts. Yeah, feeling confidence, business are never valid signals. Okay, so this agent is not a productivity assistant, it's a signal extraction, alignment, measurement system. Why would it say it's alignment measurement system? It's empowering me so that I can sell better. Signal extraction is like, yeah, of course, I'm already showcasing, like broadcasting the signal. It needs to extract. I'm just trying to justify what ChatGPT thought, like for me in terms of assumptions, very clearly written assumptions. I will uh, come to this map of life, which I have been fantasizing in a way that, dude, this is the only way of life, right? The original life map was designed by Mr. I don't remember the name behind Wait What Why. That's the blog. I don't remember the name. Point is, this map changed the way I looked at, I think, everything, along with other perspectives I was building in my life. And I only added one last statement that carefully choose where you want to go. I soon wish to help, like actually build a machine or in a way a system to help people see the goals they want to achieve, like actually see, right, this is what I want to achieve and I want to see myself achieving this goal. That's why I said carefully choose where you want to go, right? So why I was talking about this life map is that now I have chosen a goal to meet. Now I'm every day walking backwards from there, right? So assumptions are a very important part of the game. Although the rules of the game are changing every day, it's like beyond our control. Entropy is so huge, dude. It's like every element is shaking. There's a lot of energy in every element of humanity, and it's 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 shaking, boy. It's shaking. Are you shaking? Time's running out. Are you comfortable in your skin? Okay, let's look at the second assumption. It says your behavior loop. From what you said in chapter 21, daily live streams, learning and building, caption, logs, new raw data, you're already documenting thinking in experiments anchoring towards revenue agency, but missing structured extraction, alignment scoring, revenue linkage. This extraction, of course, is what I'm looking for in a way that I was doing it manually, but I want to automate that. And alignment scoring, yes, that's what is required. And revenue linkage is very the important the part. I'm I'm desperate to shoot for $1 million. I don't even know how much $1 million is. Guilty. Okay. Your philosophical constraint, very important. Conversation is equal to unit of alignment. System should stabilize, or not overreach or hallucinate intent. So your agent must not invent meaning. It must extract, classify, reflect, flag drift, not motivate you. So we are actually so like let's look at the big picture. This is the these are the thoughts assumed by ChatGPT, like generated by ChatGPT, in a way to think for me as a thinking partner, in a way to help me think of an agent that I need, that I'm thinking about building. It's like a real thinking partner. I'm using it carefully. I'm stepping forward, treading slowly rather than rushing through. Yeah, just build that, dude. Then I will test. No. Okay. So this will be like a requirement document for an agent. So that reminds me of a question I must publish in my recent community, which I we call oh, which is called what is that, dude? Oh my god. Uh, the question I was trying to think it was I'll take a moment to think. Building agents. So I got distracted and I got lost track of my thoughts. Before picking up this thing, I was thinking about noting down a question in my head. So the agent, like that is where this agent has to come in. I will just think out loud, right? Like ask the agent to pick up the to-do list after the session as well. Like I don't have to remember everything now. Let the agents do the thinking, like remembering also. Don't make me think, dude. That's why the technology is there for me, right? You said generate $1 million for my clients, but your system actually says build Agentforce capability, produce architect artifacts, convert into revenue surface deals. So this agent's job is measure whether your daily actions move forward, artifact creation, market contact, monetizable systems, right? Now, what you are actually trying to build. Let me translate your idea into system component, not abstraction. Daily pipeline input, live stream video. Yeah, this is the process that the agent will automate. So this is the foundation of a very superpower, if I can think of it. Because this will be, if if it all gets automated, I can like rely on it, like my life depends on it. uh, is the core of whatever I will do in the next 6 to 8 months. This is the fourth month, right? So there are 8 months more after April. If I am able to automate, like thinking out loud, like doing everything else to my, oh, come on, I will be able to build better, iterate, have some fun, right? So the process is extract actions. I wanted to say caption, detect, add to do, summarize, classify actions, score alignment versus goal, generate report, output, to-do list, summary, alignment report, stored in Notion. I think there is one thing it says like classify actions. I wanted to technically say filter through a given checklist. That is very important. So I created a checklist for that um, classification also with the Notion agents, Notion AI. Okay, this is not the one agent. You're building the multi-agent system. Oh my god, this it scares me. It scares me a bit, but excites me as well. Like, dude, am I really getting into shoes of someone I don't really know? This is not one agent. Layer one is ingestion. YouTube stream transcript captions. Passing agent extract tasks, decisions, ideas, artifact created. Then I need to do the classification engine, map everything into from your system, artifacts, learning. Oh my god, there are 4 layers. Alignment engine, most important. This is where most people fail. Alignment engine. We define scoring model like daily alignment score. Example, artifact created, okay. Market contact, okay. System building, okay. Learning without output, -2. Oh my god. This template is like now I must be very careful about. It's like, am I doing it for score only? Like, don't optimize for the numbers, hypothetical numbers that may never make sense. What is that called? There's some philosophy that I am not able to name here. Um, is there an agent that is listening to me and I can ask questions? Okay, this must be customized to your system, not generic productivity. This is the part I am concerned about. This must be customized to your system, not generic of productivity. So I must, like, it must know my system. That's I'll note that, like, keep a track of this thing. Let's see. Report generator, daily output. Oh my god, so many layers. So that is the like layering of reality of like abstraction that I could not play in my head. Now ChatGPT as a thinking partner, I have it is telling me that dude, there is a lot of reality. There are a lot of layers of reality that you need to think through. And it's like again, how would I say it? There's no better time to be alive. We have our thinking partners that can do the thinking for us. We just need to guide them to think like where do you want to that choose the goal. Carefully choose the goal you want to meet. What was that? Carefully choose the goal. Oh no, wait a moment. Carefully choose where you want to go, right? Anyway, so report generator will do so many things. Then there's a sixth layer about storage, do all that. Okay. Then now this was the context. It's a difficult context to grab. Breathe in, boy. Entropy is increasing. So you need to calm down within. It's like, look within. Are you able to? Am I able to understand what it all just thought for me? I think I do. Now, now is the only moment. Every moment there's now. Now, before I design the actual agent architecture, I need to remove ambiguity. Because if we skip this, you will build a beautiful system that doesn't help you make money. Oh my god, this is the part. This is the part is scary because this is the outcome everyone is trying to shoot for. It's like there are a lot of assumptions behind this hypothetical goal, right? If the funnel starts generating revenue, which eventually it will if I persist, which is my stronger belief, because I probably understand funnels and processes and iterations and artificial intelligence and documentation and oh my god, conversations. Do I know how to ask the right questions? So it says questions. There are some questions that my thinking partner is looking for. Input clarity. How are your live streams stored? YouTube, add to do trigger. You said I will specifically state add it to the checklist. Define this precisely. Exact phrase variations allowed, spoken or word written. Oh my god. Add this to checklist to do. This determines parsing accuracy. Accuracy is a very careful concept that needs to be considered, right? What is a valid action in your system? This is critical. From your philosophy, I suspect watching a video is not. Writing code is. Publishing artifact is. Talking about idea unless converted. No. Okay, I need to define it. What counts as artifact, progress, or noise? Revenue alignment definition. You said alignment towards my goal. We need hard definition. Which of these count as alignment? Learning Salesforce, building agents, talking to a potential client, publishing demo, writing blog. Wow. Rank them. I need to rank. Okay. So we are basically talking about agent requirement document. Right. Requirement document. So the question I was looking for few minutes ago was, have you ever written a agent requirement document? Very deeply I want to think out loud. It's like, dude, um, do I skip that? So, revenue alignment definition aligned towards my goal. We need a hard definition. It says learning Salesforce. Okay, I'll skip them. Notion setup. Do you already have a Notion database or oh my god, too many questions? Frequency. Let's scan through them every day, same time, what time? Technical preference, no code, Zapier, ta, ta, ta. Oh, these are the things that I need to consider now because I may do it all, be able to do it all using all these options, and one may have one of them like let's say orchestration may have a level of complexity that I would never be able to shoot at this stage, right? So, can I do Zapier? How much it may cost, right? It's like a thing that I need to consider. I need to understand. Are you comfortable with APIs? No, but I want to. That is what also I need want to learn. That's another skill that I want to build. Codex usage. I believe I can build the agent with codex. Do you want me to design system only? Also give you exact implementation step. Oh my god, that is too much thinking out loud. Important pushback. Read this carefully. Right now, your idea is good, but it is still introspection heavy. Your own system says artifacts precede trust, trust precedes revenue. If this agent only tracks your activity and not enforce artifact creation, then it becomes a sophisticated journaling system, not a revenue system. So I will add one constraint unless you reject it. The agent must detect, did you produce an artifact today? If no, flag a failure. If yes, classify artifact quality. Yes. Almost all of it is acceptable. What happens next? Answer you once you answer, I will give you exact system architecture, tools and low. But I must start with an MVP. It's like, am I thinking too deep, too too deep and wide that I fail and and I skip. I don't want to do that, right? So let me talk to my agent. This must be customized to your system, not generic productivity. So these are questions I need to answer, right? Yes, this must be customized to my system, not to general productivity. Okay. So to answer the questions, there are many, so I'll do it one by one. First question is input clarity. How are your live streams stored? They are stored on YouTube, published every day before the day end in my time zone. So I intend to pull the caption through API, YouTube API, which is, I believe, available for free. Second question, add to do trigger. Trigger will be add to do very specifically. There might be some variations, there might be some variations, but I want to be very specific. I will ensure that's my duty. That's my trigger in my brain also. Like, yeah, add to do, add this item to do, add a task to do. Could be some variations, but we need to consider the accuracy as well. The question three is, what is valid action in your system? This is a difficult question. I may not be able to be very specific about this. So when I'm doing this live learning and building session every day, and the core agenda is to generate revenue, um, every thought is something I want to map towards my anchor towards my goal. Right? It has to be learning and building to build to generate revenue, to build an agent to generate revenue. Right? Learning and building agents with the help of agents to anchored everything towards the revenue, right? So if I'm learning anything related to the building agents or building agents or talking to my ICP, so in most of the cases I must be talking in a way that I'm talking to my ICP. It's like you, my ideal customer profile. Yesterday I published uh, my videos. Intent was to talk about invite people to live agent building challenge, right? Now that challenge is like only published on YouTube. I also need to market it through other channels. Point is, there are a lot of activities, there are a lot of thinking out loud, and all these activities need to be managed like a to-do list, or you know things that I'm working towards goal. So all of the activities would be related to some of the existing parallel activities, right? So there will be iterations in the template, everyday execution template. So it's not like this agent will be a one-time building thing, right? So this agent, I understand, would need to be empowered slowly, like every day, almost every. I try to minimize the updates, but I understand I need to empower this agent to empower it so that it empowers me, right? Okay, so I will carefully create a checklist that will validate the active actions and activities. We will need to do it together, right? So what counts as an artifact is, and there are a lot of things that relate to building an agent. Everything is an artifact, right? Progress, technically I want to anchor towards the revenue generation. So yes, progress has to be carefully towards, like, are we directionally moving towards the goal? Are we shooting for the best case scenario, right? While taking care of the worst case scenario. I have a very vulnerable and like a abundance mindset that is like always open to Something amazing is about to happen. Okay. The question four is revenue alignment definition. So I can pause it. Now, what happens with this chat GPT is that, like, the usage I have understood, it is taking a lot of input. Now, it may crash, browser may run out of memory. I'm taking a short input here and copy it. It may also get lost from here. So, all this talking could have gone into waste. Okay. Question four is revenue alignment definition. Alignment towards my goal. We need a hard definition. What does alignment count? Learning Salesforce, yes. Building agent, yes. Talking to potential client, yes. Publishing demo, yes. Writing blog, yes. These are all aligned, but will rank. So, talking to the potential client will be the top brand activity. Building an agent would be the second best activity. Then the learning Salesforce would be. Uh, then writing blogs too. Okay. Notion setup. I already have a Notion database. I'm publishing towards every day. Frequency. Yes, I'm publishing a video every day before the day end. So that's the point. Technical preference. That is the question I don't know how to answer at the moment. So I will try to specify that this is not a one time activity. This would need to be iterated carefully, and but I still want to start with an MVP, and before that I still want to draft an agent requirement document. That's what we are doing in this conversation, right? Codex usage. We will think about it later. This is not the question to be answered at the moment. Okay, so yes, it is introspection heavy, but it is necessary to be introspection heavy at the stage one, right? Stage zero. We are defining the need for a very powerful agent. Artifacts precede trust, trust precedes revenue. Let's build some artifacts, boy. Okay, so if this agent only tracks your activity and does not enforce artifact creation, then it becomes sophisticated journaling system. So, of course, I'm not looking for a sophisticated journaling system. This video is a very sophisticated journaling system. It's not yielding. This funnel has to yield very soon. The need for the agents is rising very fast. That is the title for this video. Okay, so I will add one constraint. ChatGPT says, unless you reject it, da-da-da, I don't reject it. Yes, I accept that. Let's think more before actually building a system architecture. We need to think out loud. We need to think carefully before actually building. This will be an MVP of a new era. I will not be the same person before after actually building it, right? What are this sources keyword doing here? Wow, that is too much thinking, too much context giving to chat GPT. My God, I love talking to so-called AI. Is it, does it make any sense to say so-called AI? I had a question in my head. I'm not able to recall that. Have you ever written a product requirement document for an agent? Okay, so now after all this thinking, my thinking partner is thinking much ahead of me, so I need to catch up. Good. Now we are finally operating on your system, not a generic productivity layer. I love going deeper into hallucinations with so called artificial intelligence. Okay, so I'm going to do three things in this response. Lock your system into precision, definition, not ambiguity. Design the MVP agent architecture, real buildable. Give you first version, you can implement immediately codex ready thinking. That is scary because I don't understand the concept of orchestration yet. So I will probably, actually, I want to do that right now. I don't understand the concept of orchestration here. So I'm building another, I'm starting another parallel conversation with my same custom GPT. Help me understand, help me understand orchestration in terms of technology effort required because I have never written code professionally in my career as a software engineer, but I understand software development life cycle to some great extent that I believe I can manage code. And yes, I wish to build a comfortable with APIs yet. So I want to understand the rabbit hole before jumping in. Like, let's use the superpowers of artificial intelligence in the best case, in the most wildest ways we can, right? Good that you asked before building. Actually, I want to, I often do it like, I don't know if it will share the audio. That when I share the screen from, yeah, it says all share audio, right? So when I ask this question, I want to not read it all. I hate reading. So I use that read out aloud button.
Good that you asked this before building, because orchestration is exactly where most people either overbuild and stall or underbuild and stay manual. I'll explain this in a way that maps directly to your system, your constraints, and your goal of revenue, not generic engineering theory. What orchestration actually means in your context. Let's strip the abstraction. In your system, orchestration equals open quote, who does what, in what order, with what input output, and when, close quote. That's it. Not AI magic, not agents talking to each other, just structured flow of work. Your real pipeline translated into orchestration from your idea: 1, video transcript; 2, transcript, tasks, summary; 3, tasks classification; 4, classification, alignment, scoring; 5, everything stored in Notion, orchestration managing this chain reliably. The rabbit hole, clear breakdown. There are 4 levels of orchestration complexity you need to choose deliberately. Attached level 1, manuals, chat GPT, 0 engineering. What it looks like: you copy transcript, paste into chat GPT, use a prompt, copy output to Notion. Tech effort, almost 0. Skill required, prompting only. Problem, breaks your own system rule. Open quote, learning must produce artifacts. Yeah, but close quote. Not reusable, not scalable, not systemized. Good for 2 to 3 days testing only. Task level 2, no code orchestration, Zapier, make. What it looks like, trigger new YouTube video. Step 1, get transcript. Step 2, send to OpenAI. Step 3, parse output. Step 4, save to Notion tech effort. Low skill required, basic logic, some API exposure. Reality check. You will hit limits quickly, messy parsing, weak control over logic, hard to debug. This is illusion of system building. Level 3, script-based orchestration, recommended. This is your zone. What it looks like. You write a simple Python script. You can see the code in our conversation history. Tech effort. Medium but controlled. Skill required. Basic Python, API calls, JSON handling. Why this matches your philosophy. From your chapter 21, open quote, disciplined and documented execution and iterative evolution, close quote. And from Action M must remain fully operable, viable execution unit. This level gives you control relitty. Level 4, multi-agent orchestration frameworks. Examples, LangGraph, AutoGen, Crew AI. What it looks like, multiple agents, extractor agent, classifier agent, scoring agent. Tech effort, high skill required. Strong API understanding, debugging async flows, system design. Hard truth, you are not here yet, and going here now will delay revenue, increase confusion, violate your own constraint. Open quote, time-honest execution system, close quote. So what is orchestration for you? Not tools, it that reliably executes your daily loop. What you actually need to learn, no fluff. Forget agents for a moment. You need just 4 capabilities. 1, API calling, core unlock. You must learn. You can see the code in our conversation history. This is your gateway skill. 2, structured outputs, critical. Your agent must not return paragraphs. It must return, you can see the code in our conversation history. This is where orchestration becomes possible. 3, control flow. Simple logic, you can see the code in our conversation history. 4, Notion API, output layer, create page, add properties, store results. The real rabbit hole, so you're not surprised. Here's what will actually feel hard. The 1, parsing messy LLM outputs solved by forcing JSON. 2, handling failures, API fails, transcript missing. 3, prompt design, biggest hidden difficulty. Critical correction important. Right now you're thinking, open quote, I need an agent, close quote. But your system actually requires, open quote, a deterministic pipeline with LLM steps, close quote. This aligns with your white paper. Open quote, agent is a stabilizer, not a driver of outcomes, close quote. So your system should extract, classify, report, not think independent are you. Recommended path, time honest. Week 1, no overthinking. Learn Python basics, very minimal. How to call OpenAI. Build, script that takes text, returns summary, tasks. Week 2, add, classification, alignment, scoring. Week 3, add, Notion integration, automation, trigger. Week 4, optional, improve, prompts, scoring model. Final grounding. You are not building an AI system, a startup product, a complex agent network. You are building, open quote, a control loop that tells you if your day moved toward revenue, close quote, and right now, 30 days, 0 revenue, which means your current system has no measurable alignment feedback loop. Before we go to implementation, answer this. 1, do you want to start with Python, recommended, or no code first, slower long-term? 2, do you want step-by-step code guidance or just architecture and you build? 3, do you want this system to run automatically daily or triggered manually, initially simpler? Once you answer, I'll give you exact architecture with tools, first working script, codex ready, prompt templates for your pipeline.
No abstraction, only build. Okay, I cannot let. Oh my god, my screen is not visible. Damn it. Still not visible. Anyway, so now I cannot let ChatGPT choose the direction from here. This is a trap. Here I was intent my intent was to understand the orchestration difficulties. I have a lot of questions here, so we are not building yet. Let me think. Help me think. Um, if I write, if we draft a Python script, do we, where do we run this script if I want to let it execute every day, right? Which is the environment I will be publishing this script? Can I do it through GitHub? I don't know. So I want to um, let it run without my dependencies. Okay. Okay. And I want to iterate on the things this agent can do slowly. But yes, I want to do it very often because I won't be following the same process every day, right? I want to. I will start with some activity, then I will iterate on the top of it until it's like, yeah, I can depend on it. Like, yeah, I don't need to iterate on my agent. It is more reliable now. I can focus on something else. Okay, so um, I still need to understand the depth of all this in a way that I want to build it in maybe like 1 or 2 days, not 4 weeks, right? It's a it's a fast-paced environment. The universe is like executing like hell. Okay, but ask me questions because this is the time that is building the foundation. Help me understand the complexity in running that Python script, writing that, iterating on that as someone who has never written code in his life. Like I know how to write code. I believe I can understand logic, but there's a lot behind the scene that code will do that it will mess, and I may not understand easily, right? And I still want to push myself in a way that I deal with the things that I don't understand, like APIs. I want to play with them. I'm excited. So this is the context that I'm giving to my custom GPT, my YouTube videos, my everything else. After this moment, did I read that all? I did not, I think. So I'm jumping between conversations. Hard reality, everything is an artifact. This is not usable. You own your own system contradicts that. And in my previous response, I said everything is an artifact. This is stupid. So ChatGPT also corrects a lot of stupidity, and that is where yes, AI comes in, right? Humans, we humans, I human, will be always stupid. I will make a lot of mistakes that I want the so-called AI to push me back for. If I say everything is an artifact, it shouldn't accept and validate, and but no, it should push back like this. An artifact is qualifies only if it is externally inspectable. Yes, that is the point. Non-trivial, architectural, and oriented towards real business problem. Yes, that is the key. Oriented towards real business problem. So we correct this. Not everything is artifact. Most things are inputs, potential artifacts. Yes. Thank you. So we define your system properly. Levels of output. Level 0, noise. Da-da-da-da-da, talking, talking, watching, unstructured exploration. No, this is stupid. So let's skip the noise level. Level 2 of difficulty says learning, valid only if captured, notes, structured, understanding, breakdown. Level 2, work in progress, code, draft agent, product design, architecture. Level 3, this is difficulty level is rising, you see. Level 3 says demo, published agent, case study, documented system, shareable output. Wow. Level 4, revenue signal, conversation is ICP, call, proposal, paid engagement. Wow. I need to reach the level 4 as soon as possible. So your agent job move from 0 to level 4. Move your day from level 0 to level 4. Agent's job is this. Wow. See, this is where thinking partners are coming in. The superpowers of thinking with AI. Your system now defined clean. You are building a daily execution control system, not a to-do manager. It could be my real consistency, $1 million consistency partner. I think I will call this agent that only. uh, your system now defined clean. You are building daily execution core loop, video to transcription to extraction to classification to alignment to report to notion. Wow. Model critical your alignment model. You aligned ranked and formalizing it. Oh my god. This is too much. I hate it. But let's see. I don't want to optimize for score only. Artifact gate, non-negotiable, daily check. Did you produce a level 3 artifact? What was level 3? Level 3 was demo, published agent, case study, da 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 da. Oh my god. Did you produce a level 3 artifact? Daily check. This is now non-negotiable. Oh my god. This is scary. Day is misaligned, regardless of effort. I may have to relax this definition very soon, but I want to step into this zone. This is uncomfortable me. Okay, MVP equal to four components only. When it says only, it is still scary. It has a lot of assumptions that I don't even understand yet. If you overbuild, you will delay execution. Transcript fetcher, parse agent LLM input, transcript output LLM, alignment engine LLM rules, input parse agent score, classification, Notion writer saved prompt design. Wow, it has designed a prompt for me. This is your real leverage. Agent 2, alignment engine. Oh my god. Classify all activities into work in progress. This is a good like MVP requirement document of my agent system. Summary generator. Notion schema. Simple, no overthinking. Ouch. MVP build plan. Do this first. You said codex later. Fine. But you need something running in 48 hours, not perfect. Manual, semi-automatic, copy transcript manual, paste into GPT, run prompts manually, pass into Notion, paste into Notion. Oh, then I can do it later. Automate light. YouTube API because there are a lot of layers that I don't understand now. Iteration layer only after 5 to 7 days. Improve classification, refine scoring, add edge cases. Critical pushback, read carefully. Right now, your risk is everything is important. This is exactly how systems drift. Your own philosophy. Artifacts precede trust, trust precedes revenue. So your agent must enforce daily question what did you produce that someone else can use? Oh my God. What did you think? What did you explore? Not what you think. Not what did you explore. What did you produce that someone can you else can use? Is that the right question to be asked? I don't know. Your next move. Don't build code yet. Do this tomorrow. After your live stream, take transcript, run step, run alignment prompt. Step 3, paste into Notion. Do this 3 days manually. Final point. I will not be the same person. That only happens if the system forces confrontation with reality, not just reflection. Right now, the system is consequence, missing consequences. Agent introduces it. How? I don't really understand. Reply after day one run. Bring transcription output failed. Then we evolve. So yes, I'm going to pause here for the day. I'm going to switch to the second thought thread. I said a lot of things. Now here's the outcome. Good. This is exactly the right mindset. You are not asking build yet. You are asking what am I getting into? Let's slow this down, make this invisible part visible. I hate reading, man. Somebody read out loud for me. Shall use the technology. I mean, I'm a lazy person. I'm a very lazy person. I don't want to put effort into things that I can use technology for.
Good. This is exactly the right mindset. You're not asking how to build yet. You're asking, what am I getting into? Let's slow this down and make the invisible parts visible. First, reality check, important, not discouraging. You said, open quote, I want to build it in 1 to 2 days, close quote. You can build version point one in 1 to 2 days, but not fully automated, perfectly reliable, self-evolving agent. What you can build fast is open quote, a daily runnable script that gives you structured output, close quote. That's enough to learn APIs, feel control, iterate fast. Now, your core question. Open quote, where does the Python script run every day without me? Close quote. This is orchestration environment, not coding. There are only 4 real options. Not option 1, your laptop, manual trigger. What it means. You run, you can see the code in our conversation history. Here, reality, you control everything. No automation, effort very low. Problem, not scalable. You forget, system breaks. When to use day 1 to 2 only. Option 2, GitHub Actions, your first real automation. What it is, GitHub Actions, a system that runs your code on GitHub servers on a schedule daily without your laptop. What it looks like, you push code, GitHub runs. You can see the code in our conversation history. That means run every day. Why this is perfect for you. Free, no server setup, no DevOps complexity. You learn real engineering flow. Hidden complexity, honest, YAML config, confusing at first. Secrets, API keys handling, debugging logs, but manageable in 1 to 2 days. Option 3, cloud server, AWS, GCP, etc. Examples, Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud Platform. What it means. You, rent a server, deploy script, run cron job. That reality, very powerful, very flexible, but for you, too early, too many unknowns, will slow you down. Option 4, automation tools, Zapier, Make. What it means, no code orchestration, connect APIs visually. Problem for you specifically, it violates your goal. Open quote, I want to learn APIs and control the system, close quote. These tools hide the real mechanics. So your correct path, phase 1, day 1 to 2, run locally. Phase 2, day 2 to 3, move to GitHub Actions.
Okay.
Now, what actually happens when your script runs? Let's demystify the behind the scenes. Your script is not magic. It does 4 dumb things. Tart 1 takes input. You can see the code in our conversation history. 2 calls API. You can see the code in our conversation history. This is just sending text, getting response. 3 processes response. You can see the code in our conversation history. 4 sends to Notion. You can see the code in our conversation history. That's it. No hidden intelligence. What will feel confusing? Prepare mentally. This is the real rabbit hole you asked about. 1. APIs feel scary at first because headers, tokens, JSON, but in reality, it's just you can see the code in our conversation history. 2. Errors will happen. Examples: API key wrong, JSON breaks, response weird. This is normal. Or 3. Why is this not working? Moments. This is where most people quit, but your system says, open quote, experiments, iterative evolution, real advantage, don't ignore this, close quote. You said, open quote, I understand SDLC and logic, close quote. That's huge because coding is syntax, orchestration is thinking. Why? You already have the harder part. Let me simplify your mental model. Forget agent you are building. You can see the code in our conversation history every day. Now I'll ask you the right questions, not technical, foundational. 1. Failure tolerance. If the script fails one day, should it retry automatically or you fix manually? 2. Input source. How will transcript come? Manual paste? YouTube autofetch? Something else? This affects complexity massively. 3. Output strictness. Do you want flexible natural output or strict JSON recommended? 4. Iteration style. You said, open quote, I won't follow same process every day, close quote. So do you want fixed pipeline or editable prompts daily? 5. Time of execution. You said, open quote, same time every day. Exact time? Important pushback, read carefully. Right now you are excited about, open quote, APIs, automation, agent, close quote. But your real bottleneck is still, open quote, no revenue signal loop, close quote. From your system, open quote, external signal must maintain contact with reality, close quote. So your SI did today move toward revenue or not just tasks extracted, summary generated. Have what we do next. Once you answer the 5 questions above, I will give you the simplest possible architecture, show you exact execution flow, break down day 1 build, realistically 3 to 5 hours. No overwhelm, no abstraction, just controlled entry into the rabbit hole.
I'm not answering the questions that asked me. So now, again, coming back to the basics. Boy, what a great time to be alive. We'll be building, we'll be drafting and documenting this agent, carefully moving towards actually building it live every day. Okay. So that's all for today. There's no other way to build, right? So now I will shoot the question once again. And the question is, have you ever written a product requirement document, agent requirement document for an agent? Hey, it's a challenging question. Let's shoot on few channels. No, have a good day. The need for the agents is rising. Reliable agents, right? Let's build. See you tomorrow.